The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and/or future. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ron Zuckett. Welcome to the program for this 15th day of February 2024. Valentine's Day was yesterday. It's too late now. It's just too late. And we've moved into May. And May the 4th be with you. Yes, it's Star Wars Day here on the channel. The games of Wednesday, May 4th, 1988. And for the Los Angeles Dodgers, they're going to go with Earl Hershiser. And if I wasn't going to get copyright striked on YouTube for doing it, I would have my speaker play the Imperial March. As the poor Pittsburgh Pirates get to face the Bulldog, the toughest pitcher in the majors, in 1988. But wait, there's more. If they are from Alderaan or whatever planet that was blown up in the first movie, the Pittsburgh Pirates are the surprise, the Cinderella. Name your story. They are the Luke Skywalkers of this 1988 season so far. They are in first place in the National League East. They're 16-9. They go with someone I don't remember today, Palacios. And I also hit the play ball button, which means you can't see the pictures of the pitchers from the start. But Palacios gets the call for the Pirates. He should throw about 100 pitches. And they're ahead of the other evil empire of the National League, the New York Mets. The Dodgers, on the other hand, are in a star fight with the Cincinnati Reds and Pete Rose, who's pew, 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 right behind them. And, of course, right behind them are the San Francisco Giants. The Dodgers come into this May 4th at 15-8. The Pirates are 16-9. It's Earl Hershiser versus Barry Bonds. Yours next. And as always, May the 4th be with you. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1988. Today, from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, it's the LA Dodgers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web. For your sports simulation and replay needs, find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And as we get set here for baseball on a Thursday afternoon, let me do an F5 here. How you doing, Dave? How's your buddy doing? I boo-booed yesterday on the show. I got Detroit and Dallas mixed up. We'll fix that for you for the next Digital Dice. Earl Hershiser making his 6th start of the year. He's 30 years old. Fastball at 87. He's not quite oral surgery yet. 3-1 with a 3.96 ERA. That will get considerably better. He went in relief on April 30th in what looked like a football game between the Rams and the Rams, a 14-10 game. Dan is Wellness. How are you? The 300 or 299th follower or 300th? He went 3 pitches and struck out a man. In his start on the 29th against St. Louis, he went the distance, 127 pitches, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 2. So overall, 36 in the third innings, 39 hits, 18 runs, 16 earned. He's given up 2 homers. He's walked 7 while striking out 17. Those numbers will get progressively better as the season goes along. Every day a little better. Well, I'm glad that things are getting better, and I'm glad we can take your mind off of things for a bit. This will be the lineup that Earl Hershiser will face this afternoon on a beautiful night in Southern California. The Chamber of Commerce says 72 degrees, no winds, and clear skies. Barry Bonds will lead off for Jim Leyland's Pirates. In left field, Jose Lean will bat second and play second. Andy Van Slyke with 15 triples for the Pirates in 88. Is it third in the lineup and will play center field? Bobby Bonilla at third will clean up. Sid Bream at first will bat fifth. R.J. Reynolds, not there for picture day, will bat sixth and play right field. Junior Ortiz behind the plate will go seventh. Rafael Belliard at short will bat eighth. And Vicente Palacios is on the mound batting ninth. Hershiser can go the distance if he pitches well. His pitch count is 135. Here's how the Dodgers line up defensively. Kirk Gibson a 5 and a 3 in left. Mike Davis a 3 and an 8 in center. Danny Heap a 6 and a 2 in right. Guerrero is a 3 at third. He's bad. Alfredo Griffin a 7 at short. Steve Sachs a 4 at second. Mike Marshall a 2 at first. Mike Scioscia behind the plate. He's a 9 and a 6. And Hershiser is a 10 on the mound. His range is good. 939 for a fielding percentage for a pitcher is not bad. Not good, but it's not bad. So we told you Hershiser's numbers. He's looking for his 4th win of the year. Barry Bonds at 291. 6 homers and 12 RBI. He gets on base. He always knew how to draw a walk, and he's got speed. So Jimmy Leland using him as a leadoff hitter isn't that much of a surprise. Hershiser starts the ball game, a line drive to Marshall, and there's one away. Jose leaned off to a flying start. 366, a home run, and 11 RBI. And he draws the walk. So Hershiser missed on a 3-1 changeup up high. That'll bring up Andy Van Slyke. Thumper at 277. 4 triples, 2 homers, and 15 RBI. Ground ball, first base side, and that's foul. And Marshall flips it to someone from San Pedro. A ball and 2 strikes to Andy. There goes Lean to throw down to Griffin, and Jose has his 4th stolen base of the year. That's what you get for not paying attention, Ron. So leaned on second, a 2-2 count, 1 out to Van Slyke. Hershiser deals, and he walks Van Slyke. So that's the FBO walk. 2 walks for Oral. For Bobby Bonilla, hitting .312, 4 homers, and 22 RBI. Up the middle, this might be 2. Sachs goes to Griffin for 1, and Bonilla will not draw a throw. So 2 out, runners on the corners for Sid Bream, hitting .282, 2 homers, and 14 RBI. 214. How Valentine can you get? So Hershiser, runners on the corners. He hasn't given up a hit yet, but there's no score. Lead on third, ground ball to Sachs. Steve goes to first, and the Pirates get nothing and like it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave on 2. So Hershiser's indiscretions don't hurt, and after half an inning, no score. Well, let's acquaint you with Vicente Palacios, who, with that 6.66 ERA, is a devilish pitcher, making his 2nd start of the year. He's 25, throws the fastball at 93, and is a standard pitcher, which doesn't fly here at the home of Union 76 in L.A. He was thrown out of a game on the 29th. Threw 7 pitches, allowed a walk and a run, said a couple naughty words to an umpire, and was told he needed a shower. On the 27th, he went 2 innings in a 13-7 win over San Francisco. 34 pitches, a run, it was earned, and a hit. How you doing, Mike from the truck? And a strikeout. So overall, Palacios, 10 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs. Yeah, Palacios must have had Eric Craig behind the plate. 2 homers allowed. He walked 4 and struck out 6. On paper, this is so one-sided. with a 6.66 ERA going up against Oral Hershiser. Here's how the Dodgers will line up for this one. Steve Saxon leads off at second base. Mike Davis in center will bat second. Kirk Gibson will bat third and play left. Pedro Guerrero cleans up at third. Mike Marshall at first will bat fifth. Danny Heap will play right and go sixth. Mike Scioscia behind the plate batting seventh. Alfredo Griffin at short goes eighth. And Hershiser on the mound batting ninth. Palacios, if he's effective, can go probably 7. Here's how the Pirates line up defensively. Bonds a 6 and a 3 in left. Andy Van Slyke a 7 and an 8 in center. And R.J. Reynolds, best arm of the three. He's a 4 range with a 9 arm. Bonilla is a 6 at third. Belliard a 4 at short. Lean to 7 at second. Sid Bream a 6 at first. Skip Carey already having dreams about him. Junior Ortiz a 4 and a 7 behind the plate, and Palacios is a 5 range and a 1,000 fielding percentage. Sacks at 286, 4 doubles and 3 RBI. I have been asked to do a basic how-to baseball strategy game. And since you guys watch a lot of my stuff, if you're watching live, what engine would you like to see me do that in? Sacks flies 1 to left center. Van Slyke 1 out. For Mike Davis, hitting .221. No homers and 4 RBI. Ground ball left side, a base hit. So the Dodgers have their first hit of the ball game. Belliard made a poor play. It's already his third. This is game 26 for the Pirates and game 24 for the Dodgers. Here's Gibson. Oh my goodness, look at that at-bat average. 458 here. No pressure, Gibby. 325, 6 home runs already, and 16 RBI. There's a reason why Gibson won the MVP. He scored 106 times. Oh, no, I hope everything's okay, Scotty. Really traumatic morning where he is. Pitch to Gibby. Into right field. Back goes Reynolds. Way back and down the line. It's gone. His 7th of the year, and the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead. Hopefully that'll salve some wounds for you. He's driven in 18 now. Palacios caught more plate than you would in a Golden Corral. And all Reynolds could do is turn and watch it go. That's about 8 rows back. Down the line and right. And Jim Leland digs into Earl Weaver's cherished treasure of Chesterfields with that. Here's Guerrero, PD at 367, 3 homers and 19 RBI. Palacios delivers. That's in the left, but playable. Bonds has it for the out, 2 away. I was going to say, before Gibson hit the home run, that he was just such a catalyst. And the Dodgers were just strong all year. And now you've given Hershiser 2 runs in the first. Good luck, Pittsburgh. Here's Mike Marshall, 272, 3 homers and 14 RBI. I hope you'll recover. Ground ball past Belliard for a base hit. So Marshall a 2-out single, and Belliard is not covering himself in clover out here. He's made 2 poor plays. We've only had 2 outs in the game. So here's Danny Heap. Palacios, if he's going to go deep in this game, is going to need all the help he can get from his defense. And Belliard hasn't given him any. Heap at 368, no homers and 3 RBI. Slow chopper to Bream. Sid picks it up, takes it to the bag himself, and that'll do it. However, the Dodgers get 2. on the 2-run blast by Kirk Gibson, and they get 3 hits. They leave on 1, and after 1, it's 2-0. So Scotty fell asleep listening to the Yankees and the Seattle Pilots on the YouTube Radio Baseball Classics, and he's set to autoplay. Uh-oh, what came up for you after that? Here's R.J. Reynolds. There's no picture for R.J. He's at 273, 2 homers and 9 RBI. Hershiser, by the way, threw 20 pitches in the first, and he walked Reynolds, who has a great chance to steal. Junior Ortiz at 211, no homers and 2 RBI. Throw to first, and Reynolds is back. Now the Dodgers will pitch out. Reynolds goes, Socha throws down to Sachs, and that goes into center field. That didn't work at all. So Socha throws it away. And the runner is now on third, so Reynolds can score pretty much on anything that's not popped up. Hershiser from the stretch. Ground ball to short. Griffin will look the runner to score. Throws to first. Ortiz is retired. The Pirates have a run, but they don't have a hit. This channel needs more baseball. I agree. Here's Belliard. Raphael at 224. No homers and 5 RBI. Struck him out. First for Hershiser. An 0-2 fastball on the inside. First for him, and here's Palacios, who was walked and struck out in the replay so far. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to Griffin. Alfredo throws it to Marshall, and that'll do it. However, the Pirates manufacture a run on no hits in the air by Socha, who's coming up, and the score is the Dodgers 2, the Pirates 1. So Socha, Griffin, and Hershiser here in the second. Mike, not a great start at the plate. 186, a homer, and 12 RBI. Into left center, Van Slyke. 1 out. Alfredo Griffin at 183, no homers and 3 RBI. Tomorrow, by the way, is opening day down at Stratton Glenhead. So if you're planning to go, because this will be up today on YouTube, let us know how that goes. Pitch to Griffin. And there's a ground ball right side past Bream for a base hit. So Scotty's doing okay with the defibrillator. Here's Hershiser. 1 out. He's going to bunt. 1 for 13 on the replay. A 129 hitter on the real year. Bream and Bonilla play for the bunt. Hershiser delivers. Ortiz throws to lean covering first. And there's 2 out and a runner on second. For Sachs, who's 0 for 1. Opening 9 for Palacios. Inning in 2/3, 30 pitches. 4 hits, the 2-run homer to Gibson. No walks and no strikeouts. Sachs is 0 for 1. Surprisingly enough, Dave, hockey doesn't do well on my channel. Pitch to Sachs. There goes Griffin. Ground ball to third. Bonilla over to Bream for the out. I have a feeling I saw part of that. That'll do it. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to third, 2-1 Dodgers. Woke up, Scotty did only to realize it's the 8th inning of Game 3 of the 51 National League playoff. That's not how you want to start your morning. Luckily, he got up to mute it before Bobby Thompson batted. I won't do it. I'll be nice. You're a friend. That's funny. Here's Barry Bonds. Barry's 0 for 1. Opening 9 for Hershiser. 32 pitches, 2 innings, 3 walks and a strikeout. So sometime during the latter half of the 86 season, pitch to Bonds, fly ball, right center, Davis, 1 out. I fell asleep on a Friday night listening to a Red Sox game down the stretch. And it wasn't on TIC. It was, the hometown station carried the Red Sox, and I could get them at night. And so, fell asleep. Don't remember who. Doesn't really matter who won. But I must have slept soundly, and they went off the air at midnight. Remember when stations went off the air? Jose Lean, by the way, stole a base and walked his first time up. So I'm snoozing away, not thinking anything of it, dreaming of Red Sox World Series that won't come and all that. And they would sign on the air at 5 in the morning. Now, I'm 14 years old. I've always been a morning person, but I'm not that early. And imagine, to my shock and horror, as, I'm being lulled to sleep by Kenny Coleman on the Red Sox radio network, to the next thing you hear are the notes of the Star-Spangled Banner with the radio up halfway. Pitch to Lean. Here's a ground ball to Griffin. Alfredo throws to first for the out, 2 away. I couldn't turn off that radio fast enough. Nothing against the Star-Spangled Banner, mind you. But that just is not how you want to be woken up on a Saturday morning without expecting it. Van Slyke walked his first time up. Hershiser's walked 3. Chopper down to Marshall. Mike takes it to the bag himself, and that'll do it. So a clean inning for Hershiser here in the third, but after 2.5, it's the Dodgers 2, the Pirates 1. So Davis, Gibson, and Guerrero. Davis singled his first time up. So you guys watching in the chat must have done something similar, fell asleep, and woke up to something that just absolutely startled the daylights out of you. Base hit left field. Bonds will pick it up. Davis digging for 2. The throw to Lean is not in time, and Davis has his second double. So that's the 5th hit for the Dodgers. Art Bell. Oh, I imagine so. There's Gibby. He hit that home run down the line and right. His 7th of the year. He's now driven in 18. Imagine thinking you're falling asleep to whatever music you like, or a ball game or a hockey game or something like that, and then you roll over at 3 in the morning to a deep conversation about aliens at Area 51. Good luck getting back to sleep. Pitch to Gibson. There's a liner in the right. Reynolds can't grab it. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Davis is going to hold at third. Reynolds has a good arm, and that must be pretty shallow. That's true. If you were under the influence, as there's runners on the corners for Pedro, who's 0 for 1. If you're under the influence of some sort of substance, booze, in this case for Scotty, who the heck is that? All tucked in at night, listen to your favorite music, and Larry King comes on in your sleep. Call her hello. Pitch to Guerrero. Into center. Van Slyke coming in. This should score Davis. It's shallow. Van Slyke makes the catch. Davis will tag. Thumper's got a good arm. I sent him. Oh. Gibby's going to hold at second to throw to the plate, and Davis is in there. And so it's 3-1 Dodgers. So I'll bring up Marshall, who singled his first time up. 6 hits for L.A., and they lead 3-1. Left field, Bonds, staying in the yard, will make the catch at the base of the track, and Gibson goes back to first. That is the oral equivalent of thinking you've got one thing to drink, and when you do, thinking you got the Coke and you sip it, and it's the Sprite. But yeah, Danny Heap is 0 for 1. 2 out. Dodgers have a run in here in the third. Palacios over to Bream, and that'll do it. Dodgers get a run. 2 hits. They've left on 3, and after 3, it's 3-1 LA. So Bonilla, Bream, and Reynolds to face Hershiser here in the 4th. Right to Griffin, Alfredo with a Marshall, 1 out. Oh yeah, that too, Tribe fan, or when you think you have a Sprite, which is why I stopped ordering Sprite or 7-Up as a kid from McDonald's or whatever fast food place. And it tastes like tonic water because they ran out of syrup. Yep, that's true. Know exactly what you're thinking. Colorless soda, so when the poor kid goes to pour your soda for you, you can't tell. Said Bream is 0 for 1. I guess those are popular enough sodas that they can afford to keep them in a fountain. Pitch to Bream. Ground ball to first. Marshall's there. Takes it to the bag himself for the out. 2 out for Reynolds, who walked, stole second for his second steal of the year, went to third on an error and scored. Right back to Hershiser. Oral throws to first for the out. So after 3.5, no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1 LA. Oh, I forgot to switch it to the NL. Standings, the Pirates are in first. They're a half game up on the Mets and a game and a half up on the Phils. In the West, the Dodgers and Reds are tied. San Francisco 3.5. In the American League, Milwaukee and Cleveland are tied for first. You'll see the Cleveland in Oakland next week. Tigers and Yankees, game and a half. Toronto 2. The Red Sox can't get rid of John McNamara fast enough. In the West, Kansas City, a game and a half on Minnesota, and Oakland is 4.5 back. So here's Social. Mike is 0 for 1. The drink that surprises me most that people get at McDonald's, I don't know how much that happens anymore, is the orange high C. When they tried to take it off, there was a major backlash to that. Pitch to Socia, and Mike draws the walk. Alfredo Griffin has singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Can bunt here, but not with Hershiser on deck. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Dodgers. Got him. So there's 1 out. Hershiser sacrificed his first time up. I was listening to Larry's overnight show one night when the elderly Bill Wambagus called in and asked, Larry King, if Larry knew who had the only unassisted World Series triple play, which would be the caller in this particular case. And, of course, Larry, being a huge baseball fan, knew. That's awesome. I had not heard that. Hershiser's going to square, drops one down. Ortiz does the job over to lean, and Hershiser's retired again. 2 out. 2-4 on the sacrifice. Here's Sachs, who's 0 for 2. So Palacios doing yeoman's work. 3 2/3, 71 pitches, 18 batters. 6 hits, just the 3 runs, including the 2 runs shot by Gibby. A walk and a strikeout. Pitch to Sachs. Ground ball to lean. Chico throws to first, and that will do it. We go to the 5th. Dodgers 3, Pirates 1. So Ortiz, Belliard, and I guess we might be up to a Wheel C. Junior has an RBI. He's 0 for 1. That must have been a cool conversation. Line drive to Griffin for the out. And Scotty is so young that he grew up on Orange High C. Here's Belliard. He struck out his first time up. We didn't get a lot of that. If my mom bought something in that size can, it was usually Juicy Juice. Struck him out. So Belliard has struck out twice. He chased an 0-2 curve, and here's Palacios, who's 0 for 1. Stays in the game and draws a walk. A beer league walk to the pitcher with 2 out on a full count fastball. Oh, Hershiser just walks around the mound. The force isn't with him tonight. Here's Bonds. Barry is 0 for 2. Opening 18 for Hershiser. 4 2/3. 71 pitches, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Lines this one to right. Heap. Does he make the catch? I'm not sure where he is. That is going to be... He's going to dive because of the no-hitter. He makes a catch to retire the side. My goodness. A sprawling catch to keep the game intact. Halfway home, 3-1 Dodgers. So if you join us late, here's how we got here. It's 3-1 LA over Pittsburgh, halfway home on a Thursday. It's a cool and sunny day here in Burlington. Kirk Gibson, a 2-run shot in the first, his 7th of the year, to make it 2-0. Pirates have worked Hershiser, but there's a bagel in a certain column. The run for Pittsburgh came on a fielder's choice in the second, and then Pedro Carrero in the third, a sac fly. Vicente Palacios, a 6-hitter through 4, 3 runs all earned, a homer to Gibby, a walk and a strikeout. Mr. Hershiser has walked 4 and given up a run through 5. Mike Davis is 2 for 2. He has single, doubled, and scored 2 of the 3 runs. Yes, orange high C was good for you. And a 100% supply of vitamin C back in the day when keeping orange juice fresh was a problem. And there are 7 kinds of fruit in Hawaiian Punch, which was my favorite. The sugar and water and red dye. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I guess there was some juice in there. And there's a ground ball to right field, and that's a base hit. So Davis is 3 for 3. Not bad for a 196 hitter. Speaking of people you can't get out, here's Gibson. He has singled and homered. Driven in 2. Davis is not going anywhere. Ortiz wants to remind Palacios that Davis can go someplace. Gibson up the middle is 3 for 3. How about that? And Davis is going to hold at second. First and second, nobody out, as Gibson now has 3 hits. So Davis and Gibson are combined 6 for 6. And here's Guerrero, who is 0 for 1 with an RBI. That's right. I'm sure that's what it was. 7 kinds of fruit. Pictures of 7 kinds of fruit on the label. But do you really think that papaya was in there? Pitch to Guerrero. There's a ground ball left side, base hit. Davis might round third. Bonds does not have a good arm, but with nobody out, Lasorda says no. They got Palacios on the ropes. They are loaded for Mike Marshall, who is 1 for 2, as the Dodgers try to break this one open here in the 5th. So Davis on third, Gibson on second, Guerrero on first. With Marshall at the plate, he's got himself a single. He's 1 for 2. So Palacios pretty much down to brass tacks here. And that's going to fall for a base hit in front of Bonds. Davis is going to score. You don't put up a stop sign on Gibson. He's going to score. Guerrero into third, and the Dodgers have a 5-1 lead. So here's Danny Heap. He is 0 for 2. Runners on the corners, and with nobody out here in the fifth, the Dodgers taking control. That's a base hit in the left. Guerrero will score. Bonds has it. Marshall will hold at second. And the Dodgers have a 3 spot on the board here in the fifth, and there's still nobody out. For Scioscia, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. I don't know if Leyland is hitting the little Jimmy's room or not. Pitch to Scioscia. This should be 2. Belliard leaned for 1. Jose, no throw to first. So Danny Heap broke it up, and the Pirates can't turn 2. So it's still 6-1. The Pirates are playing for a sack or squeeze play here, I think. First and third are in. You're swinging away here. Ball 4. So they've walked him loaded for Hershiser. Palacios, I think, left the script in the dugout between innings. He pitched 4 okay innings. In the fifth, he's in the deep fryer. So Hershiser is swinging. Infield playing back. Bases loaded. 1 out. To third. Bonilla waits for it. Lean for 1 and Breen for 2. And that will do. However, the damage is done. The Dodgers get 3 runs. And after 5, they lead the Pirates 6-1. The bad news, if you're a Pirate fan, is that Leaned is the batter. You don't automatically replace Palacios, although you probably should have in the fifth. Leaned, a walk, and a stolen base. He's 0 for 1. Hershiser deals. That's in the shallow right center. Davis rides the Schwinn, 1 out. So here's Van Slyke. Andy has drawn a walk. He didn't want Oral running the bases anyway. No. Into right. Heap. Well struck. 2 out. No, it's off the wall. Off the wall. I thought Heap was going to get there. Van Slyke is going for 3. The throw to third is cut off by Griffin. And that's Andy's 5th triple of the year. And for the Pirates, that's their first hit of the ball game. Because you're looking and you're going, I don't think Hershiser's going to be able to do a complete game. And now you don't have to worry about that. Here's Bobby Bonilla. He's 0 for 2. Runner on third, 1 out. To first, they'll concede the run. Marshall takes the sure out at first. Bonilla stops. 2 away. So 6-2 now. Pirates have a run on the board. Ream is 0 for 2. Right back to Hershiser. First base side. Throws to Marshall, and that'll do it. Pirates get a hit and score. And after 5.5, it's the Dodgers 6, the Pirates 2. So it'll be Sachs, Davis, and Gibson to face Pirate pitching. It's Palacios to start. Vicente, 27 batters, 101 pitches, 5 innings, 11 hits. The homer to Gibby. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. Sachs is 0 for 3. In the left, Bonds in the corner, and he's going to run out of real estate, and somebody from Fresno makes that catch. And it's a 0-2 count. Got him. So an 0-2 fastball in there at the knees, strike three. So here's Davis. He's 3 for 3. He has scored 3 of the 6 Dodger runs. Has singled twice and doubled. And he draws the walk. Who would have thought that Mike Davis was the irresistible object to the immovable force? Jeff Robinson coming in to face Kirk Gibson. In the bottom of the 6th, the pitching change from Los Angeles, California. So Jeff Robinson not here on picture day, 28 years old, fastball at 90, making his 15th appearance. He pitched last night, 7 pitches, 2/3 of an inning and a strikeout, and the Pirates 4-1 win. Overall for Jeff, 20 2/3, 22 hits, 8 runs, all earned, a homer, 8 walks, and 18 strikeouts. Gibson has homered and singled twice. He has scored twice, so Davis and Gibson have accounted for 5 of the 6 Dodger runs. Throw to first, Davis back. Now he'll work on Gibby. Up the middle might be 2. Lean to Belliard for 1 and back to Bream, and that is a 4-6-3 double play. So we go to the 7th. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Dodgers 6, Pirates 2. So Reynolds, Ortiz, Belliard, and a pinch hitter should anybody reach here in the 7th. RJ is 0 for 1. Has walked, stole second, went to third on an error, and scored in the 2nd. Line drive to Griffin, Alfredo, 1 out. Junior Ortiz 0 for 2 with an RBI. In the left, Gibby, 2 out. For Belliard, Raphael is 0 for 2. We're with you Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, all at noon Eastern. So regular times all next week here on Retro Sports Network. Belliard into left center. Davis moving over. Stretch time here at the stadium. 6-2 Dodgers. So it'll be Guerrero, Marshall, and Heap to face Jeff Robinson. Guerrero 1 for 2. Fielder's choice RBI. He's now driven in 20. Is this when they traded him to St. Louis, Scotty? Pitch to Guerrero. Popped up right side. Reynolds in the corner, and that will go foul. Somebody from L.A. actually made that catch. 2-2 the count. Robinson winds and fires. Popped up left side. Bonilla on the grass towards the line. 1 out. Bonilla actually makes a great play. I don't know if he got caught in the lights. There's no wind. It was in foul territory. It kind of curled back on him. And Bobby made the catch, 1 away. For Mike Marshall, 2 for 3. He has singled twice and driven in 2. Foul back behind the plate. And the count is 1-2. Robinson on this Chamber of Commerce evening in Southern California, 67 degrees, no wind. Base hit right field. Reynolds will grab it. And for Marshall, that's his third hit. So the Dodgers have 3 hitters today that have done 9 hits combined. Davis, Gibson, and Marshall have combined for 9 of LA's 12 hits and 5 of the 6 runs. Here's Danny Heap. He singled and driven in a run. He's 1 for 3. Robinson's pitch. Got him. 2-2 fastball. Got him looking 2 away. Sosha is 0 for 2 with a walk. Left field, that's well hit. Bonds should have it. He does. And after 7, no runs, a hit, and no errors. Pitcher spot coming up. It's the Dodgers 6, the Pirates 2. So Randy Milligan, future Baltimore Oriole, comes to the plate. 229, 3 homers, and 14 RBI. He does have a pinch hit home run. To Sachs. 1 out. Barry Bonds is 0 for 3. Hershiser, 27 batters, 103 pitches. Okay. 7 1/3 innings, a hit, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And my producers in my ear tell me that Pedro was traded to St. Louis for John Tudor, as the Dodgers were looking for some pitching help down the stretch. Pitch to Bonds. In the left center, that's a base hit. Davis will throw it back in, and Barry's into second with the 7th double of the year. So only 2 hits. Here's leaned. Jose is 0 for 2. He has stolen the base and walked. Hershiser and Sosha have a word. Bonds peers in to see if he can discover something. Hershiser, first base side of the rubber, throws to first for the out, and Barry holds at second. Hershiser gave him a stern look, and Bonds held. Here's Van Slyke. He has a triple, his 5th. Scored and walked. He's 1 for 2. Right field. Heap. In the corner. And that will do it. Bob Kipper coming into pitch after 7 1/2. No runs, a hit. The Dodgers have left on 7. The Pirates 4. And the Dodgers lead it 6-2. So Kipper, making his 11th appearance of the year. That's obviously a baseball card picture. 24 years old, fastball at 90, and a fly ball pitcher. He last pitched against the Padres on the 29th of April. Too bad Forrest isn't here because the Padres beat him that day, 8-0. An inning, 22 pitches, a solo homer. That was earned, and he struck out 2. 12 2/3 for Bob. 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. 2 homers. He's walked 5 and struck out 15. So no decisions. A save and an ERA of 2.13. Griffin, Hershiser will try to finish this out, and Sachs here in the 8th. Alfredo, 1 for 2, has singled, walked, and struck out. Kipper, the lefty, starts his 9th, ball 4. He's a 7 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage, and there's no other changes. Hershiser's swinging away up 4. He's 0 for 1. Left center, Van Slyke. That was well hit, and Andy had to go find it. 1 out for Sachs. Steve is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Bonilla, Bremen, Reynolds, and the Pirates' 9th. Pitch to Sachs. Up the middle, leaned. Belliard for 1 and Bream for 2. So a 4-6-3 double play is Bob Kipper's best friend. We go to the 9th in a 6-2 game. We're going to be done early. So Bonilla, Bream, and Reynolds to face Hershiser, who has thrown a two-hitter. The Dodgers, Scotty's going, I think these Dodgers can make a deep playoff run if they can keep Gibson healthy. Obviously, if they make the playoffs, he won't get hurt in the LCS, and he would play in the World Series. Pitch to Bonilla. Left field, Gibson. Well struck, and it's a 6-3 ball game. Goodness. Bonilla took him the opposite way for a solo homer. And so now the Pirates need 3 to tie and 4 to go ahead. Hershiser only gave up 18 on the real year. That's his third of the replay. And for Bonilla, that's his fifth. He just hammered that one the opposite way. So the Pirates remain within a shout. Here's Breen. He's 0 for 3. Hershiser probably down to a base runner now. Struck him out. That's only the third for Oral. And 0-2 fastball swung on and missed one out for Reynolds, who was 0 for 2. His run came in the second. Up the middle, Sachs has it by the bag over to Marshall, 2 out. So it looks like, for the moment, just that little burp for Hershiser. So it's Junior Ortiz, last chance saloon for Pittsburgh. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI. Belliard on deck. Hershiser looking for win number 4. To Sachs. Over to Marshall, and Hershiser's got it. A 3-hitter. And the Dodgers move to 16-8 as they double up the Pirates 6-3. So 3 hours and 2 fake minutes. 6 runs, 12 hits, and error for the Dodgers. They leave on 7. The Pirates, 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. And we'll give Gibby the Digital Dice MVP. 3 for 4 and 2 RBI. Hershiser, just normal stuff. 9 innings, 3 hits. The home run by Bonilla, 3 runs. He walked 4 and struck out 3. He went the distance. Palacios, 5 1/3, 11 hits, 6 runs, all earned. The homer to Gibby, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts, and Robinson and Kipper did fine for Pittsburgh. So the rest of this Wednesday in baseball for you as the Mets slide into first. First, we'll show you some leaders in the National League. Guerrero actually leads the NL in hitting. Dodgers are second, and you had the top 2 pitching teams in the NL go at it. All right, here we go. The rest of this Wednesday, May the 4th be with you. The Giants beat the Cardinals 5-2. Mike Krukow 2-1. Matthews 1-3. Louis Alceo 2 for 3, his first of the year, and a double. Cincinnati behind Danny Jackson doesn't allow a run in a 2-0 win. Danny goes to 4-1. Glens Falls, New York's David Palmer falls to 1-1, and Bob Dernier 2 for 4 for the Phillies. Baltimore beats Minnesota 4-3. Williamson 2-3. Straker 2-1. Freddie Lynn is 5th of the year, 2 for 3 and 2 RBI. The Mets shut down the Astros 6-0. Sid Fernandez 2-2. Danny Darwin 0-3. Keith Hernandez 3 for 4, is 5th of the year, and drives in 2. In 12 innings, I got to sneeze. No decision Excuse me, for Roger Clemens, the Red Sox beat the White Sox 5-4. Lee Smith gets the win, 2-3. Clemens strikes out 12 through 11. Bobby Thigpen takes the loss. Mike Greenwell hits his first of the year, 2 for 3, and drives in 2. Expos beat the Braves 8-7. Danny Martinez gets his first win, 1-3. Charlie Pulio 0-1. James 2 for 4, a triple and a double. Texas shuts out Milwaukee 2-0. That's pretty good, especially because it was Charlie Huff 2-4. Birkbeck 1-2. Pete O'Brien 2 for 4. Hits a second with a double. Kansas City 5-2 over the Yankees. The Royals, by the way, are 19-7. Charlie Leibrandt 5-1. John Candelaria 4-2. Willie Wilson, as we were talking about yesterday, 2 for 3 with a triple. A's beat Toronto 9-7. Honeycutt 1-0. Ward falls to 2-1. Detroit shuts out California 9-0. Jack Morris goes to 3-4. Old friend and teammate Dan Petrie goes to 2-4. Lou Whitaker 2 for 3. Cleveland down Seattle 8-6. Cleveland is 17-9. Scotty Bales is 4-1. Mark Langston falls to 4-1. Julio Franco 2 for 3 is fourth and drives in 2. Last but not least, where's Forrest? San Diego 3, Chicago 0. Andy Hawkins 2-1. A complete game. Struck out 1. Sutcliffe. It's like the dish. Okay, so Petrie. He tells you how to pronounce it, and you say it wrong anyway. Petrie. Just like Robin Laura. Well, that was Petrie. Never mind, Sutcliffe is 4-2. Next week, we got the Mets and the Reds. Dwight Gooden going against Rasmussen. That's Monday's game. Wednesday, we got the first place Indians against Oakland. How about that? And then next Thursday, right now, it's Detroit in Oakland. And Kansas City's off. I wanted to get them on. We might do a special just to do that, but because the Royals are at 19-7. So that's the menu for you. Mets and Reds. Indians, A's. And Detroit and Oakland. Let's go back here. We're going to do a teaching game at some point. You know what I might do over the weekend and tape it? I might do Milwaukee and Kansas City as a teaching game. How does that sound? All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much. We'll see you Monday for the Reds and the Mets. Until then, Ron Juckett, have a wonderful weekend. So long, everybody.